This launch of this report is really an important milestone for us at the Capital Markets Authority, as we are now better placed to encourage the growth of venture capital in Kenya and deepen our financial markets by unlocking the potential of the small medium enterprises. As you are aware, we did have the venture capital regulations that were gazetted in October 2007. There are a lot of incentives that are there, including a 10-year tax holiday, but we have been trying to encourage the venture capital companies to set up in Kenya. And as you've heard, a lot of them have been setting up in Mauritius, but obviously the money is still being expended within the East African market. So it was really the reason why we got involved in this particular project. With the support we have had from the Rockefeller Foundation, as well as the task force members, whom I also wish to thank and acknowledge very sincerely, we have identified the challenges that have been faced by the impact investors, and you have seen the presentation here by Mr. Kashangaki of the SBA, and we are very happy to be able to proceed to the next steps. And we believe, again, and as we have received the acknowledgement from Mr. Dr. Nyoro, we will be moving to the next step of implementation. Ladies and gentlemen, our interest in optimizing the potential of SMEs through access to additional sources of funds is very underpinned by our mandate of developing sources of funding for the capital markets and matching these with investors. And it's against this background, coupled with the significant growth of international venture capital, as well as even the growth we have seen in private equity markets, that we have taken these proactive steps to identify ways of facilitating venture capital and private equity investments in Kenya, as well as the fact that Vision 2030, which is our economic blueprint, is where we are really looking at as a country, and even with regards to the entire nation. We are really propelling ourselves towards implementing this vision, and we will be needing to harness the capital for investments, and we believe the mobilization of savings will be done, as well as also mobilizing the capital for investment in the SMEs to propel Kenya to the middle income status by the year 2030. So we believe the answers we get from this particular project will be very crucial in attainment of the vision. To realize this highly ambitious objective, it's important that we have engaged these impact investors who have the capacity to stimulate our small companies, and we have seen the results of it, but we believe, again, based on this particular study, we will see further results, and we already have been engaging some of you with regards to these particular initiatives. What I would like to say is that as an authority and as a regulator, especially for the financial markets, we are really indeed open to participating and engaging with you on practical solutions towards capital creation, as well as other solutions. I think with the NSC we are working really on the SMEs segment so that we can actually provide a mechanism for the venture capital companies, especially the investors, to exit. The reason why the global private equity capital has been going towards Asia is because of the fact that it's really a predictable market in terms of them having very attractive exit strategies through IPOs as well as other strategies. But what we would like in Kenya is really to get to that level where Richard, I think, talked about exiting out of about 4 companies in 2004, but all of those were actually through selling, and I think David has also had the same experience with Peter, and as well as some of you. What we have said as a regulator, and even within the capital markets, we want those exits to really happen through the capital markets. We want to facilitate that. The same also for capital raising. Even prior to these companies listing, we expect that you will be able to issue bonds, and we would like those bonds really either to be listed at the stock exchange or to trade somehow through the over-the-counter market. So we really want to encourage you to really work with us with regards to this. I'd like to just say that there are so many other additional opportunities that are offered in our capital markets, and we are ready to engage with you. And I will not take up a lot of time, but I wish to conclude by really thanking Rockefeller Foundation for their support, as well as all the task force members who are present here, and really for the support you've given us. I know you came. Laila, you came a bit later, but we have had a lot of introductions with the task force members who are here, and I really want to thank you because this wouldn't have been possible without the insight. What we say as a regulator is we are really not the practitioners, but we'd like to really work with the market and move along with you so that we can understand where the hurdles are, so that even as we are crafting and advising government on regulatory reforms, then we know that it actually works in a practical sense.